All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Waiting for my internet to pick up a little bit. There we go. All right. Yep, Bitcoin keeps doing this, keeps going up, that's for sure. But what I'm going to cover is more than that. I'm going to touch on a couple things right here. So, what I want to cover we have Neel Kashkari, the Federal Reserve Bank, the president or the CEO of the Fed of Minneapolis. Really crazy video he did where somebody asked about, will the Fed buy Bitcoin? Going to cover that and a lot of other stories as well, talking about inflows, ETFs, what's going on. So let's get to it. What's up, everybody? I'll just kind of say hello. Coinbase works all the time. What are you talking about? Coinbase only doesn't work when we're hitting a new all-time high, right? Coinbase is great. I love Coinbase. And what else we got? What's going on? Let me start out by playing this. Feel free to comment, but it's a hilarious video.
I shouldn't ask this next question, but I will. I came from a reader. When will the Fed put Bitcoin on its balance sheet? You've already said on record that you have an unlimited.
Whoa, what happened there? Okay, hold on a sec.
Ask this next question, but you have an unlimited supply of dollars. Doesn't it make sense to trade some of them for a currency with a hard cap?
So somebody asked the Fed, should you trade some unlimited dollars or something with a hard cap? Crazy that this woman asked this. I'm like, she's probably going to get fired. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that was a good idea for her to ask this. Let's see what he says.
Yeah, what is that hard cap? I mean, the hard cap, I guess, is zero for Bitcoin. It could go down to zero.
What?
Just replace the words Bitcoin with Beanie Babies. You know, should the Fed buy Beanie Babies? Because Beanie Babies were a fad for a while, had no actual utility in the economy other than they were a nice toy that some people enjoyed owning and trading.
Okay, do you think this guy is actually stupid? Obviously, he's not. He's a banker, works for the Fed. Comparing Bitcoin to Beanie Babies is so 2017, bro. Come on.
I was asked people, has anybody actually bought anything with Bitcoin? And Bitcoin enthusiasts will say, oh, yes, I bought something. But I'm talking about in mainstream America. When I travel around and I give talks, I always ask the audience, has anybody in this audience ever bought something with Bitcoin? A sandwich, a cell phone, a book, and nobody ever has. It's the only use case that I can come up with, except for the evangelists who contort themselves to try to find use cases. In the real world, the only use cases that I've seen are trying to subvert banking regulations. You know, get around.
What? What? The only use case for Bitcoin is to subvert banking regulations? Oh my gosh. What's going on, everybody watching?
Either marijuana banking or illicit activities, etc.
Marijuana or illicit activities. The only reason that there's Bitcoin. And he doesn't even understand the 21 million. He's like, oh, this 21 million could go to zero. What the hell is wrong with him?
Banking regulations is a legitimate use case. And until, one other thing I'll say, the Bitcoin bros who are watching this right now are saying, oh, you're a Neanderthal. This is like, you'd say in 1994, nobody ever bought a book online, so Amazon has no future.
All right, whatever. That's all I want to share about that, because I think that is pretty crazy. And that's this guy, Neel Kashkari. So anyway, moving on. BlackRock updated its Bitcoin ETF prospectus with many new authorized participants. This is really a big deal, guys. First timers including Citadel, Goldman Sachs, UBS, Citigroup, Takeaway, big time firms now want a piece of the action, and or they're now okay being publicly associated with Bitcoin. Guys, I don't know how long you've been. Write in the comments how long you've been in Bitcoin, but there used to be a time when nobody wanted to touch Bitcoin. Bitcoin was like you had leprosy. You know what I'm saying? You had leprosy. And now everybody wants to be associated with Bitcoin. That's a good move. That's a good move. Next, Fidelity's Bitcoin ETF hits $10 billion in holdings with around 150,000 freaking Bitcoin stacked. Pretty good, right? Pretty good. Next, I want to touch on something that a lot of people have been talking about. Poor Ethereum Bitcoin. So right now, it's at 0.049. So it has been going down since more or less when Bitcoin peaked November 2021. So what's going on here? Well, look at this bear market right here. Let me just make this a little bit bigger. This bear market right here, where we were super, super low. I don't know if you can see the mouse. There we go. The Bitcoin or the ETH Bitcoin ratio was super, super, super low. Basically, all the value flowed into Bitcoin. And we're seeing that right now. Let me know in the comments if you think this is going to continue. It certainly can, but until ETH Bitcoin starts breaking out into these higher levels, that's when we're going to see a lot of altcoins begin to really, really rally. So when we saw the peak of the market, ETH Bitcoin was around 0.09, right? And we're seeing it less and less. Essentially, one ETH is around 5% of the price of a Bitcoin. That's kind of how to interpret this. So Bitcoin right now, $67,000. You multiply that by 0.05 or 5%, and then you get the price of ETH. All right, let's continue. I'll touch back to your guys' questions in just a moment. Let me know what you guys are talking about. Celsius, whatever you want to talk about is fine. Next, we have Coinbase is about to enable their 100 million customers to easily access the on-chain Ethereum economy. And you're bearish? Talking about good old Coinbase Wallet and Base. And yeah, I know I've been talking about this for a while. They're not paying me. I wish they were. I wish I were sponsored by Coinbase. That would be sweet, but I'm not. They are making this so easy. So I just think that we're going to see a lot more money come into layer 2s, Web3. To be honest, even like NFTs. I can see NFTs coming up high and fast as well, to be quite honest. So there's a lot of people on Coinbase, and this Coinbase wallet makes it insanely easy to get access to dApps, Web3, etc. here. Remember that $1,200 stimulus? I guess that's only if you live in the United States. But anyway, the $1,200 stimulus is now worth $12,190. Not bad. About a 10x from that stimulus. Next, the Bitcoin balance held by the US government, which is sourced from a variety of seizures from hackers, etc., declined by 31.8 thousand Bitcoin. Aw, poor US government. Honestly, the US government should be the biggest hodlers of the world, right? The US government should be hodling. You'd think they would know what they're talking about, but then again, if you missed the first part of this video, we get Neil Kashkari of the Fed comparing Bitcoin to Beanie Babies in 2024. Comparing Bitcoin to Beanie Babies, guys. What's going on with that? Let me know what you think about that. I think that's crazy. I really think that's crazy. He can't be serious. He's just terrified of it, to be honest. All right, what else we got going on? This, finally. Bitcoin spot ETF flows. So really small over here. You can see that the red is GBTC. Now, why is money flowing out of GBTC? Well, the fees are really high. It's like 1.5% to keep your money with GBTC. So we've been seeing, as you guys know, this is kind of repetitive, but all of these outflows from GBTC, a lot of them have been going into the other spot ETFs like IBIT or FBTC. And we're seeing a less and less, or we're seeing a decline of the outflows from GBTC. Now, why is this happening? Well, here's one story. Just in Genesis. You know Genesis, they were involved in a whole bunch of bankruptcies. Whole bunch of bankruptcies. Genesis has filed selling $2.1 billion of its Grayscale Bitcoin ETF holdings. Send it. Go to the moon. So a lot of this GBTC selling had to do with the bankruptcies, right? The Genesis bankruptcy, FTX even. A lot of these people got caught up holding GBTC and they needed to sell to pay creditors, to not go to jail, etc. All right, guys. That's it. It's a short one today. Let's take a look at some questions. Let me know what you guys are up to, where you guys are watching from. I always do my streams super late, so most of you guys are either going to be night owls in the US or you're going to be like in, I don't know, Europe or something like that, you know? Let's see what's going on. Never bought anything with gold. What's going on? Hey, what's up, Joe? All right. Yep, people are defending TradFi and USD with their life. This is their livelihood. This is their religion, right? 2021, you've been in crypto. 2020, right on, you've seen a lot. If you're talking about Coinbase regarding Celsius, I know they are having issues. Honestly, no centralized exchange is perfect. Nobody's doing this well. I mean, nobody is doing amazing. I think that Coinbase is still going to lead the next bull run. I don't see like Kraken taking over. You know what I mean? But if you think so, let me know. Let's see. Watch out for emails telling you can withdraw anything. What's that from Oregon, California, hot ass Florida? So it's like midnight, 12:30 p.m. over there, or a.m. What new coin am I looking to get into? You know, I think we're going to see a little bit of a cooling off. We already did. Let's take a look at the market really quick. That's a great question. So what I was seeing are a lot of other YouTubers, not even myself, guys with, I have like 70,000 subscribers, the 500,000 million subscriber people, just overly bullish. I don't know if you've been seeing that. And I thought to myself, now is not a good time to be buying. And we saw the price of Bitcoin pull back. We're seeing, again, the ETH Bitcoin pair get really, really low, 0.49 or so. And what this means is that when ETH goes down, usually that signifies that all other altcoins go down. This is not a bullish time for altcoins. It's a bullish time for Bitcoin, right? The Bitcoin dominance is going higher. So what am I looking to get into? Nothing right now. Look at this. We're seeing a lot of deals last 7 days. We're seeing a lot of deals. I mean, even WIF, dog whiff. Remember when everyone was talking about dog whiff hat? Yeah, it's down 22%. That's how fast things can go. So right now, I'm kind of taking a look. I'll make a video with coins that I'm looking to get into or get a position in, but you got to be patient. I think that we're going to see some more choppy movement. I think we're going to see some more choppy sideways movement, guys, for a little bit. So we're going to have some time, in my opinion. I don't think there's this big rush to get into altcoins right now, but I will definitely let you know. Go Bruins, what's going on? Yep, I went to UCLA. You're welcome, Rich. Talk a little bit SBF. Should have gotten more time, more than 25 years. Yeah, he may only get 12 and a half because he may get, it's not pardoned or anything like that, but getting good time, I forgot what it's called. He may get his sentence reduced. A disciple of Ben Cowan, Bitcoin dominance keeps going up. It's just what I'm noticing. You know what I mean? I mean, a lot of people made money with meme coins recently, and that's great. A lot of people did really, really well. Taking a look at categories. I mean, meme coins are still tremendously up. I just feel we're going to have a little bit more consolidation. I really feel we are, unless the Fed actually begins cutting interest rates and the stock market continues to rip, then maybe we won't. But let's take a look. Let's take a look really quick. Coinbase, let's see, base meme coins. And let's see what we got here. 24 hours. Yeah, most things are down. Cat-themed meme coins down 12.5%. Solana meme coins down 5%. So I'm kind of taking my time right now. You have a better chance with a meme coin than a lottery ticket. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, lottery tickets are horrible, right? Especially looking at like Powerball. Great question, Joe. Could we expect less downturn spikes and stabilization of Bitcoin because BlackRock, Fidelity, and other asset managers are in the space? It's a really, really good question. I think that eventually, yes. So I believe that when more institutional money comes in, which we're not even seeing a lot, to be honest, they're going to have certain allocations of Bitcoin in like funds or portfolios, right? So if you invest in an ETF and that ETF, or not an ETF, like a mutual fund, right? Through Fidelity, through BlackRock, and they have a 3% allocation to Bitcoin, if Bitcoin goes really, really high, they are going to cut back on Bitcoin. They're going to sell some Bitcoin. So eventually, I do think that it is going to stabilize the price a lot because most of the money or a lot of the money is going to literally have a certain percentage of US dollars And if it gets out of that range, they will be selling, and they will also be buying the dip, Joe. So that's a really good question too. If there's a 3% allocation, if Bitcoin USD drops, then they are going to be buying the dip because they have to be at a 3% USD allocation. So it's a great question. Cowan is the GOAT, absolutely. I think he's on vacation right now. What's up from Texas? I Trust Capital. Yep, I Trust Capital is something that I use for my IRA. Let's see. Eclipse meme coins, are those a thing? Is Eclipse meme coin a thing? Maybe. Let's check it out, right? Let's check it out. Eclipse. ECLIPSE. Eclipsify. Yeah, Eclipse Soul. Of course, everyone wants to get on the Eclipse, right? Oh, look at this liquidity. $10,000, $100,000, $5,000. Yeah, no. You don't want to be doing that. I think Eclipsify is something legit, and it's down the last 14 days. Bummer. You can't even get Eclipse meme coins. I will be doing more videos on just understanding different exchanges and different wallets and all that kind of stuff. I think that's super important right now to do that. Yeah, so I will be doing more tutorials like that. Absolutely. Meme coins have better odds than lottery. Yeah, I think a meme coin that already has, like for example, if we see a really, really big dip, a bigger dip than now, could Floki, Doge, or the base meme coins, which I can look right here. We got like Broge, a lot of these meme coins on base, which, you know, this one's up 13%. It's up 2.5x or 252% over the last 2 weeks. I think a lot of these other meme coins can do very, very well. And yeah, I would rather put my money in something like this versus getting a lottery or a Powerball ticket for sure. Degen is one I shared a little while ago. It has come down quite a bit, but I'm still up on my Degen. I mean, it's still up 22% over the last 7 days, 329%. Yeah, I mean, something like this, I think that Base is going to do very, very well. Not sponsored by Base or Coinbase. I wish. But yeah, so here's why. So Coinbase, possibly 100 million users. We have Sassel, big account on Twitter. Big in Ethereum. Coinbase has around 100 million, not 100,000, 100 million customers. And with one click of a button, you get access to their meme coins, different layer 2s, different NFTs. And it's all going to go by moving funds from Coinbase to Base. And it's going to be on the Coinbase wallet, which is really, really easy to use. I don't know if you guys have been using Coinbase Wallet, but if you already have a normal Coinbase account, here I have some $800 of whatever Ethereum. I have $200 of Degen, and the UI super easy. I'll make videos on this, just kind of showing you how to use it. But yeah, I really think that's going to be huge. Yeah, you can stake your ETH if you want in Ledger. Solana, you can stake on Phantom. That's where I've staked. Solana is on Phantom. Phantom is another wallet on your. You can download it on your phone. I think that's fine. But then again, there is more risk when you're staking, right? And what percent are you getting? What is ETH? 3%? I haven't checked in a while. Is that worth an additional layer of risk? To me, not really. Unless I'm getting 8, 10, 12% on something like Phantom or Cosmos, or if you have ADA, Cardano, right? Yep, hit that like button, guys. I appreciate that. Aerodrome Finance. Yeah, if Base does really, really well, that could be very connected on that. Let's see. Is there a Phantom airdrop? I have not heard of a Phantom airdrop. That would be cool. I would make some money on that. I've been using Phantom for a while. We're at 20 minutes. I'll go another 5 because I don't really have a schedule. Yep. Let's see. Let's go to base meme coins. Yeah, I just feel, let me know in the comments if you think that Coinbase is not going to lead this next bull run. I just think they are. We also have interesting things called BRC20s. This is on essentially Bitcoin. There's so much going on right now. But the thing to realize is that you don't need to know about everything, and you don't need to invest in everything either. There's a lot of people that think they need to invest in everything. You don't. You really don't. Here we have some ordinals. If you're unfamiliar with ordinals, essentially a lot of Bitcoiners hate it because it makes transactions on the Bitcoin network more expensive and it clogs up the network. There's all this controversy with ordinals. Don't want to go into that, but there are essentially memes and coins on Bitcoin right now. So if you're a Bitcoin maximalist, a lot of you guys watching are like, how dare I talk about other coins than Bitcoin? Then get into the Bitcoin world, learn about BRC20s, and, you know, it's pretty interesting stuff. All right, guys, where are we? All right, we get it. You hate Coinbase. Am I pursuing any airdrops? Not right now. I'm not going out of my way to pursue airdrops, but that is something that I know other people do, almost like a part-time job. They're like trading on one, sending it to another, doing a transaction. So what that does is it takes time, and then it takes like gas fees. But a lot of these layer twos or a lot of these other chains have very, very low gas fees. So I will look into that, and I will make videos about that if that's something I want to do. Crow flying under the radar. Yeah. So I still hold good amount of Crow. Crypto.com is something that I talked a lot about in the last cycle back in 2021. And yeah, they're not doing great. 85% below their all-time high. But then again, a lot of coins are doing horrible right now that really shouldn't be. We have DOT down 84%, so very similar. We have Avalanche. Oops, didn't click Avalanche. We have Avalanche, let's see. Avalanche down 67%. So anyway, a lot of coins are not doing that great right now because a lot of people are just moving into meme coins, right? Do you think Ledger is going to report your staking and or swaps in Ledger Live to the US government? I mean, I don't know. The answer is I don't know. If you are doing things you don't want people to know about, you should be very careful, right? But I don't know if they're going to be reporting things. Assume they are. Assume the worst, right? All right, guys. That seems like a good place to stop. So I'll end the video there. Take care. Hope you guys are doing well. No Celsius questions. Pretty crazy. I got no Celsius questions. Not much going on with Celsius right now other than corporate creditors and borrowers, people that had a loan being pretty upset, and also a new extension for people that have a withdrawal preference exposure, otherwise known as a clawback. They're giving them more time to pay that, but I'm not going to talk about that in this video. I can make a video about that. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Hope y'all are doing well, and I will end the stream there. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.